Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? Listen, you got 3/4 of the Clippers team. You got myself, Flaw 700. You got Ant, the great one. Got R.I.P, and you got Jerrell. What's going on, fellas?
What up? What up? What up?
What's good with it?
Episode 86 of the Barz.
Yeah.
Sweet climbing up to 100.
86 is easy for the wide receivers. That's Hines Ward. Shout out to Mike last episode. He a Steelers fan.
Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hines Ward. Any more? Just
Darius Slayton played for the Giants now, 86. Antonio Freeman, wide receiver, used to play for Green Bay.
Freeman,
86.
yeah. Okay.
I could probably think of some more, but I'm chilling.
I know we are stuck in the crib or we're doing the family thing. Anything new with the fellas, though? I mean, what's going on with y'all? How is y'all mental health? I want to start asking y'all that because that's important.
How Nobody you gonna spring some shit like that? That wasn't planned, nigga.
It was
cool, bro.
It wasn't, but you just never know. You know how somebody be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Oh, thanks for asking. I got what's going on because you know how we are. We get straight to the shits,
right?
Like, how your Knicks doing? How's life?
I'm cool. The Knicks is almost 500, so
well,
we played today.
I wasn't asking you about the Knicks. I was saying that's normally what we do. We go straight to sports. I'm saying how's life?
Well, but the Knicks, they got a nice little record, above the. What's your record with the Heat right now?
We just beat the Lakers last night. Don't worry about the record.
Oh, you're not gonna answer my question. You just go add on to what you want to add on to. I said, what's your record?
We got 12 wins. Y'all got like 15. We coming.
Okay.
It's nothing.
Okay. That's all I care about right now.
Yeah. We had a rough patch on this 7-game road Western Conference swing. We're 3-3 right now. I'm mad at the New Orleans Hornets though. The game I had it on before the podcast started, they was smoking Boston. I need Boston. I need everybody to lose in the Eastern Conference.
Fam, we lose everybody we supposed to beat, and beat everybody we supposed to lose to.
Right. I hate that.
I hate that shit. Like we beat the hell out of Boston and Milwaukee, but we'll lose like to the Magic. Like Terrence Ross gave a nigga like 30. Off the bench, Flaw. Off the bench, he gave us 30. But we'll lock Greek Freak down and beat him by 20. I hate that shit.
Man. That's how it be. We gave up a 15-point fourth quarter lead to Golden State.
Was Steph even playing?
He was there.
Okay. Did he do anything? I ain't watched that game.
I don't know, but that's not the Golden State of old. Like Clay ain't there. They still got some kinks to work out.
True.
Man, you're some them. Oh.
Yeah, true.
No, wait. Forget that game.
We beat them.
Forget that game. My team lost to the Clippers and Kawhi, Paul George, and I forgot who else didn't play. I said,
none of them played.
They didn't play, fam. And they won from the opening bell to the hit bell. It wasn't even pretty. I said, we got one.
That's funny as hell, yo.
Yeah, shit like that be stressing me out. All right, man. The hip hop music podcast that you can trust with our thoughts and opinions, man. We be talking our shit, man. So where do we want to start today? Whoa. To forget. Rest in peace, man, to a legendary member of the Fat Boys, man, Prince Markie D. Man.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, man.
The Fat Boys were a part of my upbringing, and like they were one of the first hip hop acts that I watched, not by choice, because I was young when the Fat Boys was popping. I just know my fam will put the movie on. So I got the Fat Boys through the movie. I didn't understand I was watching the Fat Boys. I was just watching the movie.
What movie? You talking about like Disorderlies?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Right, Disorderlies.
It was them when they was running around. You know what I'm saying? Just what was they? I can't recall.
They was taking care of an old white man.
I believe so.
Yeah, that's Disorderlies.
How many movies did they got?
I think they only got one, but I think they was in like a couple, like Who's the Man and shit like that.
No. This was the Fat Boys actual movie.
Yeah, it was Disorderlies then.
Yeah, right. So I was introduced to the Fat Boys through their film, and so I wouldn't say the Fat Boys inspired me. Because I didn't know what I was watching, but I can say that the Fat Boys are an original part of my upbringing. We're talking about Disorderlies, not Crush Groove, baby. I know the Fat Boys was in multiple movies, but they
come rolling, old ass, with all this.
Shout out to Rolling in the
Shout
chat.
out to Rolling.
What's your take on the Fat Boys though, or how do they impact you at all if they did? I got you, Ed. Like you they weren't that type of.
That's my uncle in them ways, bro.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? I understand what they did for the culture and all that, but I really wasn't. You know what I mean? That was my uncle in them.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like when I watched the movie, it's not like it was me putting it on, but I watched it a few times. You know, back in the days, all you had was the VHS. Like, okay, but we had to watch these movies over and over again. I mean, like how many times did we watch Moonwalker? You know what I mean? Just put that VHS on and let it rock. What's up with you, Jerrell? How was what was your experience with the Fat Boys, man?
I mean, like you said, like watching them in movies and stuff. Like musically, I didn't really get into them like that.
Right.
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
Who was a better beatboxer? Him, the Fat Boys dude, or Dougie Fresh?
Oh,
Dougie Fresh, man.
I don't know. That's tough. That's really tough. I'm gonna give it to Dougie, but that's really tough. Like he was known for that.
It is tough, right?
For that too.
The Fat Boys run wasn't really that long, so he didn't get an opportunity. Like, but Dougie is still doing it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Dance that go with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I got to go with longevity. But at the end of the day, beatboxing, I think that's something we all tried to do at one time, and it ain't. It's hard. So
we need to talk about who's better between like him and like Rozelle. Remember him?
I remember.
Rozelle
was crazy,
right?
Yo. Huh?
Used to be in the Roots, right?
Something like that, yeah. I think he's from Philly. He used to rhyme with them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He had his own little song. Yeah, I remember that song. Rozelle
Rozelle had a whole album.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Shout out to all the beatboxers though, because it's hard. Like if you can watch a guy be like, "Yo, you rap," I'm about to pick up the pen and paper and rap because I want to be like this and that. If when it came to beatboxing, either you got it or you don't. You can't. Yeah. Damn, I want to do that. And then you know what I'm saying? Like that's a talent, man. That is a talent. That was a talent. You don't really see that too often now, man.
Yeah, not that many people did it for one.
Yeah,
that's why I was so special.
Yeah,
that's why I was so special. I don't know why, but like the Fat Boys just made me think of, just reminded me of something that we talked about before about how they're going to have breakdancing at the Olympics, man. Just I don't know why I put them together, but it's like one of the original elements of hip hop, man. And I look at like beatboxing, it's a lost art. But can you just imagine if another culture picked it up and we don't even know how to do it no more, man? That's crazy. Beatboxing in the Olympics. It's possibility. And then we
in the Olympics, remember breakdancing is right.
Yeah.
Breakdancing is.
And we're gonna get smoked in that. And I'm saying if they brought beatboxing to the Olympics, we get smoked in that.
Yeah, I remember.
In that, yeah.
Oh my God. You said it, not me, but I believe you. So flip a coin, fellas. I mean, where we want to start? Because I want to get to the shits, man. We can go Kanye, we can go Meek Mill.
Let's get Meek out the way.
Out the way. I got a lot to say about this. So you think this is gonna be a microwave conversation?
Nah, I want to get out the way because well, maybe I shouldn't have said out the way, but I'd rather talk about that than the Kanye shit anyway. I don't really care about that divorce.
Okay.
Well, we're not going to. Well, we'll get. Trust me. I got
I get it.
Y'all know I know how to pop, my guy. Y'all really think we're going to talk about their actual divorce?
No.
No. Boy, that. All right, but Meek Mill's fam. Okay. I don't have the lyrics next to me, which I should have, but apparently Meek Mill, a song leaked. Wasn't even supposed to come out. In that leak, Meek Mill had lyrics such as, if something happens to him, he'll be like the chopper, something.
Yeah.
Something. The internet's air. And a lot of people were saying those were tasteless bars. And I agree with them. I think that there's some artists that you don't, not Kobe is an artist, but there's some people that you don't mention, right? Like we've seen people take up for Nipsey when like a Kodak Black might say something like, let me console Lauren London or something like that. No Nipsey, nothing. No jokes, no nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I think Kobe is there as well because of the impact that he had on the culture and just remembering that not only was it Kobe, but his daughter Gigi and a whole like 6-7 more people passed away on that chapter too. So it's a sensitive topic.
True.
And in hip hop, we like to get people's attention, not with our talent, not all of them, but not with our talent, but with some weird, crazy lyrics that is going to get people's attention on us, and hopefully that drives the streams of that single or streams of your album. And I think that this was an attention grabber as well. Like he even got on social media and was like apologetic about it. Like, yo, we feel some type of way about this, Meek. You should not have said those bars. But I know somebody here disagrees with me.
So I'm kind of on the fence with it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm on both sides with it, yo. Because on one hand, you know, what he said was probably insensitive to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Timing is still kind of fresh with the Kobe death and everything. But at the same time, bro, he is a rapper, bro. Like, this is his form of expression, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now we censoring people how they express themselves and what they say and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with.
I mean, since when we start policing metaphor bars on punchlines, like some of our favorite rap, like we grew up on punchline rappers. Like you can't say that Meek shouldn't have said that, but we like big fans of Lloyd Banks because that's some shit that he would have said a couple years ago.
What about when Kiss said, leave it to, remember he said the lyric about what we insinuated it was about Aaliyah and that diss against Rock?
Yeah.
Leave it to you, visit your man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
people ain't go all up in arms about that. And Aaliyah just passed a couple months prior to that.
Right.
Well, a few things.
I kind of agree with like what Roland said. Like I'm not saying I agree with what he said. Like I wouldn't have said the shit, but I'm never gonna tell a rapper to take something out or he shouldn't say that. Like he can say what he wants. He just got to catch this smoke when he say it. That's all.
Well, a few things, right? And I'm not making this up because Ant brought it up, but Ant brought up the Aaliyah situation. The Locks caught hell. That there's a reason why they had to do a lot of mixtapes. Like the Locks had to go through some shit because they violated when they said that Aaliyah bar. You get what I'm saying? Like they behind closed doors, the Locks went through some shit, but they stuck by each other. Like I think it was some Styles P said. Now Ant said Jadakiss might have said something, but Styles P said something about an Aaliyah crash, right? Right. And that really messed up their business. Like I heard about that. Lloyd Banks. Piggybacking off Lloyd Banks, when Mobb Deep went to G Unit, Prodigy had a song, I think it's called Pearly Gates, where he wanted to, basically, he made a verse dissing God for giving him sickle cell. 50 said, no, I'm going to tell your bars. You can't.
Oh, see, I'd have been pissed. No, you can't do that to me. No.
Look it up. It's on that album.
I'm not saying
Blood Money album.
No. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm pretty sure he might have did that, but if I'm that rapper, I'm hot. Like I'm not fucking with you no more.
No, he didn't just do it. He went to P. He said, P, this ain't a good look. As the executive producer, ain't that his job though?
Oh yeah, it's your job, and it's my job as an artist to be like, nah, I'm leaving it in.
I got you. But
that's all. Like we can always disagree, but if I'm the rapper saying what I want to say, I'm going to say it, and you just going to have a problem with it. It's the same thing it's the same shit with the stuff that we say on this podcast.
No, there's no one executive producer. If I'm 50 Cent and I sign you and Ant, right? And you basically work for me. Like I'm the exec.
Nah, that's not what that means.
I oversee your project.
I do not work for you though.
You don't like those words, but
no, fuck that. Those words are wrong.
Okay, but I oversee your project.
Cool.
We've all seen that.
Yeah.
Even though it might be the slightest adjustment, it could be Dr. Dre saying, "Do it again," different tone. It could be Diddy saying, "Do it over." It could be all of that. Like I'm overseeing this project. 50 went to Prodigy, talked to him, explained to him that hey, this is too much. It'll draw too much bad pub to your way. And a different situation too was the DMX slipping situation. That whole song is edited because the original beat maker, the original composer didn't want no curse words on it. Like we've seen this happen before. Like, yo, those lyrics is cool, but not on this. So this is not something new. Like somebody, if Meek wasn't the big boss man in his own studio, because he's running it, so there's nobody that's going to tell Meek that he's crossed the line on anything. We talking about, yes, we are talking about when Mobb Deep was under G Unit, there was somebody there overseeing their projects. And we talking about Dre, we talking about Diddy. So at the end of the day, yes, Meek Mill does not have anybody to be like, whoa, buddy, you can't actually say that. The Locks didn't have nobody. That's why the Locks got caught up with some shit. They was just saying whatever they wanted to say. Somebody would, if they was whatever, like if DNY or whoever would, I don't know, because they let DMX say some wild shit. So I don't know.
I was about to say that. I was like, how can you sit there and say that if you're a DMX fan, bro?
DMX got away with some wild shit. So I don't know if they would have stopped them, but anybody else would have been like, yo, you can't do the Aaliyah bar because of what Aaliyah means to the culture. We talking about people that mean something to the culture. No Aaliyah disrespect will be allowed. Now, one more thing, fella. I saw this post on Twitter and it said, oh, we mad at Meek Mill for saying what he said, but we not mad at Wayne for saying beat it like Emmett Till. I hated that bar. I didn't like that either.
But where was the backlash for that bar though?
That's a fact. Nobody said nothing about it, right?
It's mad shit that rappers say that nobody say nothing about. This is just 2021 and Meek is Meek.
Right.
Everything Meek does is under a microscope.
Sorry to say, and I might catch flack for this, but Emmett Till and Kobe Bryant, we're talking about today's kids. Like, what are they more impacted by? Like, we know the history of Emmett Till and it's messed up, but right now these kids are more impacted by what happened with Kobe Bryant.
Well, going back to the Emmett Till thing, Lil Wayne did have to apologize. He did apologize for that.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
I don't remember that.
Okay. Roland said he called Heat too. Okay.
Yeah, Roland said he called Heat. And shout out to Mike in the chat too.
Yeah. I hate it.
Yeah, Roland said he called Heat. I don't remember.
He would have to apologize for the Emmett Till shit though. Like some shit, like I wouldn't. It depends on how you use it. It depends on in what context you use somebody's name though. Like to beat it like Emmett Till. Yeah. Chopper like Kobe. I understand as rappers the art, the way we use it and shit, but some shit is just touchy. You know what I'm saying?
So when does it stop?
When does
like when you say that he can't say that?
I'm not saying he can't say it. He can say whatever he want, but just like you said, he got to be ready. He got to be ready for the backlash. He got to be ready.
That's where I'm at. Like I can't say he shouldn't say it either. Flaw.
And another funny thing, right? So Whack 100 and Meek is going at it, right? And at the end of this long rant that Meek,
hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, but just that alone.
But listen to
Whack 100 and Meek going at it. I almost don't want to hear the rest of the story.
You're gonna want to hear this. You're gonna want to hear this. So at the end of Meek's rant, because of course what happened with Daniel and Meek, and Whack was like, yo, you's a sucker. You know what I'm saying? You said you won't get in whatever. So Meek clapped back. And at the end of his message, he said, oh, yeah, and we still owe you for what you said about Nip. Why? Because Nip and Meek were cool. So Wack's opinion about Nip meant something to Meek because we're cool. And then at the end of that bar of what Meek said about Kobe, Wack says, oh, it's on site. You can't say it about Kobe. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, you can't feel some type of way of what?
But I understand that point of it too. But what if you can't say that if you just like a fan of Kobe though, right?
What you mean?
Like does Whack 100 have a personal relationship like Meek had with Nipsey? Or did he just like the Lakers?
I think Whack,
you know what I'm saying?
I think Whack only said something because Meek said something to him about Nip. But I'm saying y'all are arguing the same thing. Both of y'all should have stayed away from it. As soon as Nip passed, Whack was like, yo, Nip, was it like, no, bro, you can't do that.
The only reason I understand what you're saying. The only reason I say it's not the same thing is because if Meek had a personal relationship with Nipsey, that's not the same as somebody just being a fan of Kobe Bryant. In that case, you can't say nothing about anything. You can't say anything about anybody popular then.
Maybe not.
Like, you just can't be mad just because you a Lakers fan. Why should I care about your opinion?
Hey, nah, but Kobe Bryant, I'm saying Kobe
But
Bryant.
if you were like his friend and family and shit like that, then I'll be like, yo, if I offended you, I apologize. I'm not apologizing to Lakers fans for this shit.
Bro, Kobe is. I'm just saying, bro. Kobe. I think Kobe and Nip are the last two that meant something. It's like Pac. People still don't disrespect Pac. There's just some people that they won't let you say bad words about in their passing.
I guess I think of it like this. Last episode, I said some unfavorable things about Michael Jackson. I'm not apologizing to any Michael Jackson fans if they was offended. Fuck y'all.
No, Michael Jackson doesn't have fans like that.
What?
Now, Michael Jackson don't have fans like that.
It's a grown man.
Michael Jackson
It's a grown man that got a sequence glove right now, practicing his moves in his living room.
Yes, but his fans, like since Michael Jackson's death, though, there's been separation. Even though Mike is more known than Jesus, I know that.
Yeah,
but there's still a separation. I think that Mike is guilty. They think Mike is a molester. That don't like Mike. Like, and Mike fans, they're not the type to be like, don't you? At least I haven't seen it. Like, Mike still gets these jokes. Mike still gets these black and white jokes. Mike still get these like he gets all the jokes.
Yeah, and plus he got him when he was alive too. So I guess
yeah. Like, so that's different. Like, that's why we joke on Mike, because it's like, listen, we love Mike, but you know what? I'm gonna say he could have got a new scout. That's my man.
He looked like
bro. He couldn't
Taylor.
get a new scout, bro.
That's my man's though.
Acting like that man could have just bought a new scout, yo.
He didn't look like Brooke Shields when he died.
Appreciate this. Yeah. No,
he didn't look like Brooke Shields.
No, he looked like Liz, bro. No, he looked
like he was on the face of Estee Lauder, nigga.
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie. They said that, you know what I mean, when they found him and all of that, his wig was like stapled on, man.
Mike was bald, bro.
Come
Mike
on,
man.
All right,
now,
stop,
we know
yo.
he was bald-headed,
I gotta
man.
mute my mic. Stop it.
He had the same hairstyle both of y'all niggas had. Like,
hold on. You said Mike had the same hair as I did?
bro, he had the same style both of y'all had, bro.
Fair.
He just wore his wig out in public, bro.
Why you had to say it was stapled on though? See,
that was kind of
that's way worse than what I said.
No, but
stapled,
it was stapled on.
You think his wig was stapled on? Man?
Yo, with what?
How do you expect to do all these dance moves and see?
Nah, man. How this turn into a roast on Mike session?
Yeah, we about to.
I'm trying to be serious.
No, you not.
Nah, you said shit was stapled on, bro.
How do you expect to do the move you did?
You can't say you're trying to be serious when you said first his wig was stapled on. And you said, how else would he do his dance moves?
Well, I assumed, but that's what they said. That when they found him, like, he was okay, cool. My bad, but Meek Mill.
I want to let everybody know that Prince's hair was real when he passed. We can move on though.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's always going to be a thing, right? It's always going to be.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you. I'm just bullshit.
But yes,
did you paint the wall back there?
Nah, it's the same. Who, me or him?
You, Jerrell.
Oh no,
you painted your wall?
It's the same purple as Benny.
Oh, okay.
That nigga high as
So we got some comments in the group though about Chino XL. DJ Iron and Roland has some bars from Chino XL.
Put it back up.
Okay. Chino XL. For those that don't know, remember Chino XL, man. He was one of them vicious lyricists back in the day. Chino XL was nice. I'm thrown.
Yes, he was. He was one of them cannabis type dudes. Like, he was really nasty, but he couldn't make songs.
That's a fact.
Right.
But back then, when the mixtapes was heavy and you had a freestyle, so that was kind of all you need to get your buzz.
Right.
You learned you couldn't make music later on.
Right. Right.
Like, those was the days, like the mixtape scene. It was like Chino XL, Joe Budden, Fabulous. Lloyd Banks was killing them. Game was killing them on mixtapes too.
And
them was killing them.
People who had bars.
Yeah, like early 2000s, it was mad niggas that had bars that couldn't make songs.
Sykes Bub, all them niggas.
Yes.
So DJ Iron Mike says, Chino said, I'm throwing that ass out the window like Eric Clapton's son.
Yeah.
Man, Eric Clapton fans ain't come out and bitch clamor off of that because they ain't know who he was.
They know who he was.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't know who Chino was, so they ain't come out. So if Lil Wayne would have said that, how would we have reacted? We as the public.
He got roasted. He got killed.
He would have got roasted by those that it's affected that it's affected by. Like, I don't even know this story. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Oh, you don't?
No, my outrage would be phony. I don't know what happened to Eric Clapton. I don't.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
you about to say it.
But I was there podcasting when I got the news what happened with Kobe. Like, it's a sensitive topic with a lot of people. You get what I'm saying? So and it's Meek Mill. It's like you're waiting for him to do something that people don't like, so they can have a field day with him. And it sucks, but did he do that to himself? I don't know.
What if Nas would have said it?
Nas, what did Nas say on Orchard Black? Orchard, something like Doja Cat, something like that. That drew some
a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit.
I think all of this is out of proportion just because it was Meek. I think if Jay-Z would have said it, or Nas, or anybody that people have mad respect for lyrically, I don't think any of this would we wouldn't be talking about it right now.
So that's the thing though. But because nobody like of their caliber did it and Meek said it, you think that's why people mad too?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate on that. You just named artists who's never done it, so I can't say
that's what I'm saying.
Jay-Z would have never put himself in that position. Nas, like we're talking about people like you got to be smart. You get what I'm saying? Like
the only time Jay-Z got caught flack with something like that is like girls. Remember?
Well,
yeah.
You talk about the Asian chick and like he was a whole bunch of nationalities.
Stereotypes. Like, it was all
stereotypes. He caught a little flack for that.
Listen, girls, and I think Song Cry would have got Jay-Z canceled in the Twitter era. I think so. I think that's those type of records probably would have got Jay-Z canceled. They would have attempted to do it.
Pac got hit in jail.
Yeah, that was a story. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and he got raped.
Yes, that
I heard that before.
I mean, Biggie said it. Heard through the grapevine. You got fucked. Folk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he was talking about Pac. He
was talking about Pac. Right?
Okay.
Let's on the beat. But anywho,
we all over the place, nigga.
Yeah,
we talking about Mike Jackson, staple wig from Tupac getting fucked twice, and like what the fuck? What is this? What is the world coming to?
Kind of yeah.
Where was I at though? Where was I at?
I don't know. I don't know.
You definitely wasn't at Pac getting raped. We weren't there, but it just went there.
Somebody put it in the chat, bro.
Meek Mill, Nas, Jay-Z getting canceled. Girls.
Right.
I think those songs probably would have got him out of there, man. Maybe girls, but what part of song?
Where I was just fucking them girls, I was gonna get right back. What, that part?
I think that Jay-Z
maybe.
I think that Jay-Z being that was one of the realest songs ever.
Shout out to Bowie. That's Bowie on the
I think that song was so real, the women would have attacked it. I think so. I think when Jay-Z said, "I'm a man with pride, you don't do shit like that," that would have set a lot of people off. But that is one of like the realest bars like of all time. But just him being as honest as he was, that would have set some people off.
Honestly, though, let's just keep it real. Most of the shit that we grew up on cannot be said today anyway.
That's a fact.
Period. Yeah.
And Song Cry ain't even old.
That's a fact.
I'm thinking about think of the stuff that we've been listening to from like 91 on.
I mean, Song Cry is kind of old. 20 years, bro. It's kind of old.
I'm talking about like 91 though, 92. When Doggy Style came out?
Doggy Style, 93, yeah.
93?
Yeah.
The Chronic, yeah. Even NWA.
That is nothing compared to the shit that goes on now.
Mm-hmm. Bro, even NWA. Fuck the police. You can't say that right now with the Blue Lives Matter and all that. You cannot say fuck the police right now.
Who's this loser?
Oh, that's on Bowie.
What's up, Bowie?
Time.
Yeah. So, listen. Be appreciative that you came out before the Twitter era, and that's all of y'all.
Right.
That's in the era. You got to watch what you say.
You remember what they like? We used to have fun.
Yeah.
But then again, some of the stuff that we said was toxic as hell, and I'm glad that's out. But you know, you can't pick and choose what's out and what's in. That's all.
Mm-hmm. But that's kind of like the downside of like social media. There's so many different people. Like you don't know who these people are, and they just have they have free range to just put their fingers to the keyboard and say what they want, and you be like, "Yo, who?" Like,
but these point of views ain't new though, bro. We just never saw them and had access to them though. All these point of views that we hear now existed at some point in life. We just never heard it or saw it because of social media.
Yeah, that was
now we're seeing it, and now we just like, oh, everybody. You know what I mean,
like you gotta think about where we from. You think we gay, like we cared about what like white girls in Nebraska was saying? Now they get on your ass, nigga.
Yeah, she has a voice now. She has a voice.
Whole 5 million white girls from that area on your ass, nigga.
And back Lil Wayne Emmett Till bar, right? That was kind of like before Twitter a little bit.
2013.
It was fresh, but I don't think I was on. Yeah,
2013, the cancel era ain't start yet.
It didn't start yet, so nobody had that type of energy.
Not
so
really.
I think a lot of people were sitting back like, "Damn, that's great." But once again, there is a era of kids that don't even know who that is. They just repeating the bar. But then you got the ones that do. And we not part of cancel culture. Yeah, we too old to be tweeting. Like we don't do that. But we like, damn, that bar is not. It's not good. It's not the one.
Right. I would have just listened to it and be like, damn.
Right. Like,
and I would have kept it moving. Like, that's it. I wouldn't have said shit. Like, God damn.
Like damn.
That was hard, nigga. I'm going to just keep going.
Put a volley in the drink. She ain't even know. Cancel.
Yeah. It's mad shit that we said that was nuts.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that called him off.
And we got to hold that because these are all people that's in our age range.
But listen to that and listen to the Doggy Style album, bro. Who you gonna cancel first?
Doggy. That's why I was saying. Remember when Snoop Dogg was saying that WAP was too vulgar?
Bitches like, ain't shit but hoes and tricks
up, yo.
Or just life.
That was the dumbest. Like I hate men sometimes, yo. Like men, like we say the stupidest shit.
That's why I was going.
But that was 93 Snoop Dogg though, bro.
Nah, bro.
It don't matter though.
That was not. But this is 2020 Snoop Dogg versus what he used to say in 93, bro. Like,
well, tell that nigga to go on his title and click on Doggy Style so he can remember what he sounded like.
So, Ant, what if Luke would have said, man, that's a little too vulgar? I don't care what year it is.
Yeah. What if Luke would have been like, man,
Luke would have said it. Yeah,
man, that's too dirty. That's too dirty for radio right now. We would have been like, Luke, if you don't shut the fuck up,
shut up, Luke. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I get it.
I'm feeling that way about Master P these days, though. You know what I'm saying? Like he is like turned himself over like a lot, so he don't really like.
I kind of disagree with that because some of the same stuff that Master P is preaching now, he preached then. We just wasn't listening to him.
I mean, about like
especially with like buying up property and black-owned business. He always been on that.
You mean the music though, Jerrell? Flaw, you mean the music?
I'm saying I was watching the Breakfast Club interview he was on.
Okay, I didn't see that. What happened?
They was talking about that Mercedes album cover. Remember, Shorty was bent over the car.
Yes, right? Very nice. I remember that. I
think Charlamagne might have called her out her name, and P was like, "No, whoa, we not going to be doing that." You get what I'm saying? But it's like P, this is how you promoted her. Like this is how you said, "Hey, this is the way we're going to put you out there." And now, when that's all we know about the young lady, because don't nobody know none of her songs, fam. We just know that.
Shit. So did he disrespect when Charlamagne called her?
I want to know what
he disrespected her. Like was it disrespectful?
No, the only reason I say that, and I can see why Ant said that, because the person that you talking about is known to say disrespectful shit.
Yeah.
And like you supposed to just let it fly by.
Mm-hmm.
So when you check him, it's always a story.
Yeah.
So I don't know if P was wrong. I got to see what he actually said. He might have said something crazy, and P would have been like, he tried to check him.
So Charlamagne's another one of those guys where
he don't get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Nah. He not one of them.
All right, so dun. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian.
Little music,
man.
Transition music.
What was that, nigga?
That was a transition into the topic, fam.
Man, we
need a sponsor.
Yeah, we need something. We need to do something. We need some more drops, man. I'm gonna record some drops this weekend. That was terrible. That was bad.
Put it right there. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are headed for divorce. Now that's their business. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to do with me. But there's been this running joke that people miss the old Kanye. There's also been this running joke that we've been using, and Kanye uses everything as a rollout.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk about Kanye. What are the possibilities of Kanye West using this as a way to get away from gospel music? Actually using this as a way to say, hey, I'm back. Like what? Like this is Kanye West here. He's going to turn this into some type of business venture.
You know why this question is crazy? Because if it was anybody but Kanye, it would be a very, very ridiculous fucking question.
Right.
But since it's Kanye, you got to be like, well, damn.
Well, you know what? Yeah.
It is a rollout. It probably is a rollout, yeah.
It's a rollout.
He's going to use it as one.
So he back?
I want him to go.
Yeah.
Because we've been disappointed, but we've been disappointed. Everything's a rollout. And every time he rolls something out, we're disappointed because we believe that we're going to get this collective body of work that we know that he can do.
I'm not looking for it.
It's over, bro.
But why?
We already talked about that, dog. Like every time he bring out something, he ain't brought out nothing that slapped in years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's giving us his magnum opus, bro. It's over.
Yeah,
we're burnt out. We don't have faith in a collective body of work from Kanye West. But I'm saying that he can use this as a way of saying, because there's another running joke that he's get out. Now he's out. So when was the last time we had a project from Kanye where he wasn't married to Kim? Like, we can connect this to so many different avenues, and it might have been dark, twisted fantasy.
I don't know. He got married in 7 years ago. He got married in 2013, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's dark.
I gotta look at the
or all
the
of the
discography.
I think it's a 7-year marriage. 7-year marriage. So who knows how long they was dating?
Yeah.
So it's 7 years.
Hold on, I gotta look at the discography years. I'm bad with years. When it comes to release dates.
On a funny note, right? Kanye West has been mad at Jay and Beyonce for not attending the wedding, and you could tell that they like, yo, that's not it.
So hold on, I don't mean to cut you off. Yeah, Dark Twisted was 2010, right? Mm-hmm. So the year that he got married, guess what came out?
What?
Yeezus.
Yeah, that's all. That's all we gotta know. That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know.
Yeah. That's when Kim was on the bike on that Bound video. Damn. So maybe that gives us a little hope to get a nice project. Because
I would rather hear his production versus his lyrics, man. I'd rather him do a Hit Boy run than versus him just rapping again. So
we saw that. He dropped 5 albums in a month.
Yeah, we saw that.
We saw it. Hit Boy is making.
And he messed it up.
Yeah.
He floundered. Yeah. He suffered.
So Yeezus was trash.
Yeah, the world hated that.
Yes. Jesus.
Yeah, that was garbage.
Trash. But
album, bro.
But that was, I forgot what he said. I'm not making excuses for him, but that was his way of fighting the system, I believe. Like, he just wanted to put out anything and show people that it was. I forgot what he said.
Yeah. Right.
Nah, I think he was fighting himself. I think he lost himself after that shit.
It was over.
That's why
that album took so long. Like, that was the last album after Dark Twisted. So it took 3 years. Like
3 years.
That 3 year span, you gotta think about what happened in his life in those 3 years.
How crazy does that sound though, when you say that he was going through something and that was the year he got married? You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, why get married in that mental space?
So
a lot of people do that.
The marriage was already doomed from the get-go.
A lot of people do that, bro. Thinking that the marriage is a new beginning to get away from whatever they're gonna start fresh in this marriage type shit. You feel me?
Yeah. And have this exotic wife. I think that was all he wanted. I know Kim has like multiple failed marriages, but I'm not gonna put this on her. We forget that this guy was hiding in Wyoming. Right. And she had to fly down to search for him. You get what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want this.
Yeah, I wouldn't, even though this is her third divorce, I don't put it on her because this is the person she obviously wanted to settle down with because she had 4 children with him.
Right.
Like, she had no children with the other men.
Yeah. Right. And the more kids he had, I'm sitting back like, yo, bro, you got to make this work.
Yeah, they got 4 kids, yo.
4. It's not going to.
Ain't none of them twins either. Like it ain't like Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I didn't know they had that many kids.
And but the last two, Kim, like life was on the line. Like she had to get surrogates, right? Because she was struggling with
right. They had to get surrogates because of that. She couldn't have no it's not like she couldn't have no more, but it was like a health issue.
Yeah. So you sit back and you like, okay, another fam, you can't leave this woman. Like, make it work. But I was told though, and this is and don't take this the wrong way.
Here we go.
You and your fiance is something different. But they had 4 to 5 different counselors that they had to go to. And not all of them was marriage counseling. Like they had to see so many shrinks. You get what I'm saying? Like I forgot the name of their shrinks.
Why?
Well, at least they put the work in, bro. At least they tried to make it work.
Like they did that on their own. Like, why'd they do that?
I think that this was Kim fighting. I don't think this was a Kanye idea. I think this was Kim's idea to make her marriage work.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's always the woman idea if therapy or a marriage counselor is involved.
Wait a minute. So a man will never call for therapy?
Not necessarily.
No. Stop it. No.
Yeah,
men don't go to therapy like that.
Men don't go to therapy.
We just started going to therapy. Let's just
like last year.
Right.
We started going to therapy when COVID started, nigga. Like that's how new therapy is, especially for black men. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't Kanye West did not.
He didn't do that.
Yeah, right. But they were going through so much. And one piece of information that I was reading was that Kanye West blames him losing the presidency as to why he's getting divorced.
Say that again.
Kanye West blames him losing the presidency as to why he's getting a divorce. He's been
honestly, he might be correct because if he did win, she would not have left him.
She couldn't have. You can't get it. You can't.
Yeah, that's a fact.
She couldn't have.
So technically, had he won,
so technically he right.
Don't you hate that? A smart right thumb, like yo, technically
it's semantics. Like it's so stupid.
That's like when Jay be on here. Like, damn, Jay, you right, but you're still stupid. Like it's dumb. It don't make sense. Damn, you right.
Right.
Like a lot of shit Jay say be right, but he be like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
All the time. Right. That's why I don't understand why you argue with him. I'm like, just let it go, yo. Like,
shout out to my boy Jay, man.
Yeah, shout out to Jay.
Me or Ant.
Well, no, like, really be Ant like almost fought Jay like 8 times on this podcast.
Cause man, I be mad. I be so angry, man.
Like it's virtual. Like we was on Zoom and you was mad at this nigga.
Nah, bro, I be so angry, man. Cause it's just like what you just said. You be like, yo, what the? You right, but nigga.
Yeah, like
what are you saying?
Like you know what the fuck we talking about, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not that stupid. Like we know you're not stupid. You're a smart person. Like, stop it.
When somebody says I'm an ain't shit nigga, and then they go into the ain't shit bag, and then when you call them out on it, it's like, fam, you already told me you ain't shit.
You already told me you ain't shit,
was, bro. So don't get mad when I say it now. Like, come on, man. Like, don't get mad when I treat you like that now.
Yeah. Speaking of ain't shit, right? Now this might have made more sense when I was fresh, when I was feeling it. But lyrics from men. I said I wanted to get on here, man, and just have a bone to pick with men, period. Like I'm not saying only black men do it. But lyrics of a song. I don't know how many times I've heard a man start his song off with demanding loyalty from his women and from his friends. But then I sit back and I go, yo, aren't men like the least loyal out of like all of every creature?
This is a very, very weird topic coming from 3 men on this show.
Well, because I'm honest, you know.
Listen,
for example,
you mean us in general, right? Like us, just men.
Not us, like general men.
We're disloyal.
For the record, I would never sit up here and break down our lives. No, whereas
that's different
podcast. I'm saying when you write down your lyrics to a song and you're very passionate about somebody loving you, and then you look back and you go like, fam, you aren't loyal. And I've been watching and listening to certain music. Like, for example, DMX was on Drink Champs, and he told them about how he fell in love with dogs. And how he fell in love with dogs was how, you know, loyal they were to him. But then he goes on to say that his first wife, you know, she went through some shit, because we know DMX story. You know, he was a jackrabbit. Like, he fucked anything that moved. But if you ask X about his dogs, he gets passionate because nobody was ever there for him. So he's connected to the dogs because the dogs are loyal to him, but he can't give loyalty to nobody. I remember how he used to tell us about how he loved his son Xavier, right? Remember that show his son was on? He came dressed like he was dressed differently. Fix My Life or something like that, right? And his son was there. He walked in, he said, "Oh, you dressed like that for?" And then the son went on to say about how he didn't like how he was treating his mom. And once he gave X a piece of his mind, X was like, "F out of here. I'm done." You get what I'm saying? So we don't display loyalty and affection, but that seems to be our go-to lyrics in most songs. I was listening to the Eric, what's his name? A Hit Boy and Eric, I don't know his last name. They just dropped the album.
Sermon?
Nah, Bellinger or something like that.
Bellinger?
Oh, Eric Bellinger?
Eric Bellinger.
I ain't want to mess his name up, but I was listening to that.
Oh,
album.
Eric Bellinger and Hitmaka.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Hitmaker.
Young Bird.
Young Bird.
Yeah, Young Bird. I will say that.
Oh, Smith, that man name is Hitmaker. Respect that man's name is Hitmaker.
Respect the name, man. Respect
that man's name.
Young Bird, man.
Okay. So I was listening to that album. Fire album, by the way. Listen to it. Stream it on whatever device you got or buy it. And one of the songs comes on, and you know, he's talking about love and loyalty. I was listening to a random little Dirk song came on. He talking about love and loyalty. But we are the least loyal. Am I bugging? Have y'all felt that?
I mean,
there was a time where I was
you're not bugging. Like, I'm like, that's not a I don't know. That's not new. Like, men are men. Like, men ain't shit.
I used to stop
like in general. So no, like, you're not bugging
all the time, bro. I hear ladies say the same narrative all the time about how niggas want what they don't never put out and shit like that. Yeah. I mean, they want a woman to love them and shit and this and that. And when it come down to it, you can't love me the same way that I'm loving them type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's been all the time. Reports of, I mean, we heard the stories of men having different families and shit in different towns. Like, I mean,
but it's weird. I get it, but it's to me it's just weird though. Like when it hit me, because it'd be like, wait a minute, if we're crying out for this that we need, but we damn sure ain't even trying to work on giving it back. I stopped listening to lyrics. Like, what am I listening to you for? You ever listen to this dope ass love song, but then you realize the person that's singing it ain't shit? Man, I ain't about to.
Well, honestly though, that means you wouldn't listen to any music then.
Don't hate the messenger. Listen to the message, bro.
Maybe
that's
if
like
I knew
saying
the
you don't like
backstory.
Luther Vandross songs after you found out he was gay.
No.
What's the difference?
He still was, because he was still singing about love just because he loved who he loved. That's like
so it didn't matter that he was singing to some nigga named Steve.
No, it didn't. Like the Orange album, Frank Ocean. It wasn't the song fire.
Yeah.
When you found out, yeah.
I still like the song that he's gay.
You do know that, like, even though me and you feel that way, most men did not feel that way though. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely fact. Like they're not going to sing those lyrics because of what you mean. But that's
like niggas can't listen to Forrest Gump no more.
Right.
Shit's still fire.
Like, still fire. I don't care who you singing to. You get what I'm saying? Like Luther. Man, listen, man. I got an all-time classic I go to when I listen to Luther. Like Luther can do no wrong.
Right. Some people are that fixated on lifestyle and stuff like that they can't detach artists from that though. That's what I'm saying.
Like R. Kelly situation.
Yeah, like some people can't do that. It's the same thing.
A lot of people nobody listens to R. Kelly no more because of his situation and all that, what he's been accused of and done and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, it's not
his music's still fire.
Right. His
music has never been less fire because of that.
Obviously, it's not the same as him. But look at all the love songs that he wrote.
That's what I'm saying. all the inspirational songs. I Believe I Can Fly. Nobody plays that no more.
Well, the difference between that is when the doc came out, we learned where he got the inspiration from. Like that's a whole different sandwich. So you like you listen.
When the tape came out, you put this shit together, bro.
Yeah, but when the tape came out, the whole bunch of shit came out that was fire, and we played after that tape came out. Is what I'm saying.
Chocolate Factory drop.
Chocolate Factory drop.
That's a fact.
So you think I ate Blast Chocolate Factory 50, 11 times after that tape?
After the tape,
I know you did.
That shit was fire. That's why.
I'm saying it make you feel some type of way after the doc drop, like 3 years ago, whenever that came out, and they said that he was actually writing these songs to the underage girls.
The chick said that. Yeah, the little Spanish girl said it. Yeah, I seen that shit. Yeah.
That's different. Like what's that song he wrote for Mike? You're Not Alone.
You're Not Alone. Yeah, that was for the girl. Yeah, who had the miscarriage.
It's like, yo, like
it's crazy.
Nasty. Like you just wanted to avoid that because you know where it come from. It don't come from a good place. I know. I'm
still playing You're Not Alone though.
Because I was about to say, how far do you go? Do you not listen to that song even though he wrote it and somebody else sung it?
I'm still playing it. I don't
because
care.
You know how many songs R. Kelly wrote that we like that he didn't sing?
I'll be honest.
And produced and stuff like that?
I was a huge fan of R. Kelly. But even before this R. Kelly canceled thing, he just wasn't on my list of playing. Like I never had him on my playlist. So when everybody was like, yo, we're going to stop listening to R. Kelly, it was like, cool for me. Now, there are some artists that would be hard for me to stop listening to if it came out that, hey, these guys really did commit these crimes. They were accused of. I get that, man. It's music talking about. Just as a man, you know, in having a podcast, I just like to talk about certain things like this because these are things that we can work on as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like we're actually really crying out for help. Like we'll tell you what we want. DJ Iron Mike says, I let up on most of the first Aaliyah album because of his involvement. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But think about this for a second. That's the only album that they play on music streaming services of Aaliyah's though. That album. How crazy is that?
Only album they got up.
That's the only album you can find. His album, the one he did.
I know, but
that's crazy.
For some reason, none of the streaming services have them. I think that her
family did that.
Her family has it. Yeah,
but they're about to release them soon. So apparently, eventually, we'll be able to listen to all of Aaliyah's music. But at the same time, bro, when that Let Me Know come on, like, oh, that's the shit. But god damn,
that's the Ozzy Brothers song. That's the Ozzy Brothers song, though, bro.
Yeah. Right. I'm just saying that we're crying out for attention and for help to me, because that just seems to be our go-to. We want this, and we want loyalty, we want love and affection, but we not giving it back. And I don't know why certain things stick out to me. I could be chilling, listening to music, and I hear it's like, oh shit. Let me go look something up. Okay, boom. Yeah. We beating this pinata a little bit too much. Ain't you good? Oh, my fault.
Yeah, he cool.
R. Kelly, all blurry in the background on the cover. But I can't hear
the because he was on the cover,
yeah. How long did it take for you to realize that was him back there, though? Like,
always
watching you put it all together. That shit creepy as hell, bro. Yep.
Bald ass nigga, always watching.
I wish Jay was here though, because he had a point that I wanted to talk to him about, because he said we talked about this with the women doing it too, and I've never known for women to be
Nah, I don't see, but that's the thing though. I don't want to talk about what women do all the time.
That's a fact.
This is not a battle of the sexes type thing, and I hate every time we have to bring up something that we do. We got to say women do the same thing. I'm not talking about that.
That's not our place.
It's not our place. Not even it's not our place. That's not the topic of conversation.
Yeah, the topic.
Just like I hate when women do that with us too.
And you know what I hate too?
It's no different.
You know what I hate? I actually hate the battle with the sexist vibe. I personally would rather sit amongst my peers and discuss what's happening. You get what I'm saying? And women sit amongst themselves and discuss how they feel. Because too many times I've seen women say, man, it's not fair that this get to happen, this and the third. I'll be like, yo, fam, we go through shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always another side. It's always
it's
another
always
side to it.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
because y'all do that. There's some shit that we can't do, but that's not for you. Like, you don't, it doesn't bother you. It's not for you. So at the end of the day, you just got to sit there and take it. Oh man, I can't be too sexual on social media. Men got to eat. All right, bro. But what about what we don't got? You know what I'm saying? Like, keep that over there. Now, you might got a bunch of ladies that agree with you. That's cool. We got our own thing over here. And we're going to keep that over here. I will never partake in a battle of a sexist event. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it, because all it is going to be you yelling and me yelling and everybody fake learning each other.
Yep.
No,
And
we know.
nobody ever learns anything.
No.
And I just feel stupider after I get engaged with that type of conversation.
Fake learning.
I don't do that shit no more,
fake
man.
learning.
That be they go to. We're learning about each other. What I don't need to learn. I know. We're just different, and we are going to experience life differently on this planet. It's just the way it is. Y'all know men, we know women. But at the end of the day, we all have our own journeys. So when we go, hey, when we're comparing our journeys to each other, it's a tug of war competition. Mine is not greater than yours. Yours is not greater than mine. We just got our own.
Especially if we together, man. I don't feel like we should be dividing. You know what I'm saying? If we in a relationship or we married, you know what I'm saying? We should be working on how to make us better versus how to learn all men. I think you should be trying to learn me versus all men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I had a friend to where every time something happened, men ain't shit. I mean, you're single for a reason, baby. You do know that, right?
Right.
If that's your energy, nobody wants to hear that, especially if I'm sitting here next to you. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I mean, but don't get me wrong. We all do it. But once again, that's just something for us to have to discuss so we can get better. And women, that's something for the women that they can get together and talk about all they want, because y'all believe it and we believe what we got going on, man.
How you know she ain't single by choice?
Because you keep trying.
We've had conversations, you know.
I love that line. I'm single by choice.
I'm single by choice. I just keep trying every time I see somebody I like. Like, shut up.
It don't work.
And we've had conversations. Ain't no such thing as not.
You don't feel like it's single by choice?
Is it? Man, I
rolling wild.
What's her name? Pam? Nah, fam. Nah. I think you can be single by choice, but if that right one comes tomorrow, by the big boom. All of that, I'm working on my
Jay single by choice.
No, he's not.
I mean,
you don't think so?
Nah.
His demands are just, they're not human.
Yeah, he's single by circumstance. Like,
man,
he himself, nigga. Like,
how many times we gotta tell him, fam?
Yeah.
What did he say last week about, like, basically holding this one for you? Like, okay, I'm gonna go with you this time, but you owe me type, like something like that.
He's gonna pull the card out later.
Pull the card out.
Pull it out later.
Yeah, so
that's my man's, but his expectations are unrealistic. So
yeah.
It's unhuman. I don't know.
Hear that, Jay? It's unhuman, Jay.
He's not single by choice.
It's their choice.
Yeah, it's
their choice, not his. You right. Yeah, he is single by choice.
Their choice.
Women choice. Nah, I'm fucking with him. Shout out to Jay.
Yeah. We messing with Jay.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with him. I'm dead serious.
Listen.
No. Last time, Ed said that his girl wasn't gonna be shit either. Remember?
Yeah. I was waiting for Jay's response because that was low. I was like,
it was like you like your girl. She ain't gonna be shit either because you ain't shit.
Sorry.
It is what it is.
I might have put this in the group late, but we've talked about record labels and royalties and stuff like that. I just want to read some things off, yo. So about that 424.
Yeah, I didn't get to read it.
Yeah, so 424 million up for grabs as Apple Music and Spotify fill MLC's black box with unmatched royalty payments. Is that saying that almost $500 million has been in limbo? It hasn't been going to the artists? Because that sounds nuts.
Damn.
Yeah. So here's some of the article. Some artists and songwriters' bank accounts are going to be receiving a nice deposit starting April. like PP loan. Like start August. If we got your bank account, we might be dropping something off. They'll receive. So the mechanical licensing. I can't even say the word collective announced on Monday. They received a total of $424 million in royalties from digital streaming platforms to be distributed to publishers. The sum is also known as black box money in the industry, as the royalties weren't distributed because a song's rightful owner couldn't be officially determined. I'm confused.
So it's just out in the atmosphere, huh?
Almost a $500 million is just chilling because we can't figure this shit out.
See, that's
cool. That's cool though. At least they had it somewhere sitting. At least they ain't say, "Oh, we don't know where the money at." You know what I'm saying? At least they came up with a figure. That's probably not all the money, but
where does that money go?
But technically, they did
the publishers, whoever owned the publishing. It said to be distributed to the publishers. So whoever owned the publishing, Puffy and them, Baby and them, Universal and them.
So basically, it's still not gonna go to the artist anyway.
Exactly.
Wait a minute, you just fucked me up. So Puffy has to distribute the funds, Birdman?
No, it's going to
it goes to them. They don't got to disperse nothing.
Whoever owns the publishing, that's who getting it. So whoever owns Drake Publishing, because he just sold 50 billion for Spotify, right? 50 billion, right?
Mm-hmm.
He getting a nice. Whoever owns his publishing getting a nice portion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where does that money go? It still goes to the companies, like the music companies. It's not going to go to the artists.
Well,
unless you Kanye and own niggas publishing,
right? So Kanye about to get some payment,
but he just
said, is he going to hit Big Sean and them?
He better hope this divorce get finalized before that bank deposit going.
No, them niggas is calling him right now. Listen, let's get this deal done now.
Right.
This is a massive win for music creators and the streaming services themselves. Songwriters and music publishers have for years fought to ensure that they were paid accurately and fully by digital streaming services. Unmatched money has plagued the industry, and today, thanks to the Music Modernization Act, we know that it amounts to just under $425 million, not including money previously paid out in multi-million-dollar settlements. Okay, I mean, it's saying it's a win for creators and artists alike.
If you own your publishing.
If you own your publishing, though, or if you got songwriting credit, if music writers and pretty much.
I was sitting back looking at, okay, almost $500 million, but how many people are included in this? Because with so many artists, you can get like 10 grand and be on your way. But like we said, only if you own your publishing. So if I own my publishing, I feel great.
Yeah.
Because this money as a...
Or if you
Drake doesn't own his publishing, I don't think, right?
Well, but still, Drake gonna get hit, bro.
I would hope
gotta
so.
hit Drake.
So is this one of those? Kiss might get his, right? I think they own a publishing.
Kiss might get his.
It's got his globally.
All them niggas.
Okay, nice. But it just sucks though, and I'll keep saying this is one of the reasons I'm happy that I'm a podcaster and not a music artist. You would definitely have to go into the music business, not expecting to get paid, but hoping to branch off and do bigger and better things, like the 5 moguls that we got: Diddy, Jay, 50 P. You got your Birdmans. We can name one.
Honestly, though, hold on. Honestly, it's kind of like that in podcasting too.
Yeah, but we can do it. Like, we're not worried about uploading our podcast to Spotify and Apple and not receiving something for it. Like, you can actually do this as a passion, and then you could take on ads. You could take on certain situations. Like, we're still kind of like more than the artist, I believe. It's just that people like Joe Budden believe that a podcaster should get paid off streams, or it should be like if you play a song on your podcast. Like, his fight is different from what I be on. Like, I'm not there. You get what I'm saying? Like,
we're on just the level of podcasting we're on. That's all.
Yeah. Well, can you imagine? But there's no play with music. Like, you don't waste studio. You don't waste studio time. Like, if you go to a studio and you pay an engineer and you pay a producer, you want to make some type of money back.
True.
And it's just that the thing about with music is you always searching for that record deal. I was listening to a Clubhouse group chat that they had a few weeks ago where Joe Budden and 21 Savage was on there. 21 Savage was explaining about how in the South they had their music in their trunk going from city to city, town to town, promoting their
It's
But
not
Joe
the
Budden,
South, that's everybody.
well, no, Joe Budden and was explaining is that we couldn't do that in New York, New Jersey. You can't move you can't move units like that in New York and New Jersey. You had to go to a record deal. So when the South and the East is always saying, "Hey, well, we independent, we did it our way." Well, you could do that, but we can't do that. Like
I feel like there's some truth to that, Jerrell.
It's some truth to it, but like even before, I mean, this might be before Joe's time, but how you think people started? Like people started selling CDs on the corner just like motherfuckers were selling CDs in the trunk. There's no difference.
Well,
before you got signed, I'm saying, like you still had to go out and sell your own
promote
music.
your shit.
It might not have been in a trunk per se, but that's semantics too. I'm saying they still had to go out and sell it, whether they was in the club and had all their CDs in a backpack and try to sell them, opposed to having them in a trunk and driving around. But it still had to be sold somehow.
Yeah, but the ultimate goal was to get a record deal if you was in New York,
true.
New Jersey. In the South, it was I'm moving so many units that I just need a distributor where you get your Master P, where you get your
Birdman.
I get that.
Yeah. Right. So in the South, you can move so much and then be your own brand, be independent. Up here was like, yo, we need
a deal.
Right. And with that record deal, I forgot where I was going with this, but when you get a because you want to return on your studio time, right? You want a record deal, and then you get caught up in a record deal, and now you're not getting no money, and now you're forced to tour. So that's the difference between potting and rap. That's what I'm getting at. You still got to tour, no money. You go platinum, no money. You do all these things, and you don't have nothing. At least with potting, we can do it from the comfort of home.
I guess to me it's the same as I guess it's the same plight that Joe Budden had on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
No matter, I understand what you're saying that you can sell as many albums as you want. You don't get count with the streams and everything. But remember with podcasting, when it comes to streams and download, you don't get paid, period.
Right.
It's not like streaming music. That's what I'm saying.
With podcasting, the level that we're on, we'll be like, okay, let's get some ads in here. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we're not going to get paid because how it did work when I was on the Podcast Brothers and when we will be like on the Apple charts, somebody will reach out to you and be like, yo, if you promote this title joint, whatever. I remember we had like a title ad that we had to promote for like 3 weeks, and we would get a certain amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, to me, even that way, it's still stress. It's stress less. All I gotta do is push a 30-second commercial, even when I had Manscaped.
But you wouldn't feel better if you actually got paid every time somebody listened or downloaded the podcast, though, is what I'm saying.
But that's how ads work. So if we were in the $1 million range, every time that commercial would play, we would get some money from it. It's just that we're not there, so the ad money don't make sense.
No. I think let me try to ask this a different way.
Okay.
I don't think I'm asking it correctly. Instead of having like music is getting counted every time it gets streamed, right?
Yeah.
What if we got paid every time somebody listens to this? Which would you rather have? Would you rather have, say, don't think of it as on our level. This is the plight that Joe Budden had. Like, if he had over 1 million people listening and downloading his podcast, how come they don't get paid like music people do when their song is being played? I'm
sorry, I'm not avoiding your question. I'm just saying we just read off that they're holding people's royalties. Even though you're supposed to get paid as an artist, they're still not getting paid. Joe wants podcasts to get paid like artists, but artists still getting paid.
Not getting paid,
But when we say not getting paid, they're just getting paid pennies. Podcasting aren't getting paid anything.
Okay,
I want my pennies. That's what I'm trying to say, nigga. That's what I'm trying to say. I want my pennies.
That's what I was about to say. It's like they're fighting for pennies. if you turn a podcast into, you know, what I mean, every time somebody downloads or plays this, we get a few pennies. I don't care for that, fam. I'm not fighting for the pennies. Okay. When y'all start getting $2,
okay.
No, but see, that's what I'm saying. You say that because of the level we are, but in Joe's case, they wouldn't be pennies.
Right.
Those pennies will be dollars in his case.
I wouldn't say that because we'll say an artist streamed 1 billion times, and we've said this. How much is in the bank account?
We don't know. We don't know how much a stream is worth, so I can't argue that. You're absolutely right. Yeah,
I'm not stressing the fact that hey, every time we drop an episode, we're not getting. I don't know how much they're getting. Like,
and remember the story with Tidal. You know, artists supposed to get paid more, but then it came out saying that they're not really getting paid what they supposed to be getting paid on Tidal either. That shit is crazy. Like, so we basically just don't know anything. We just hope we get some money someday. I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is crazy.
And I'm saying we're having a better time, a funner time, just potting. That's just what I'm
potting for free.
Right.
And we not have to worry about pennies. Right. That's right. Okay,
we ain't got to go on tour. We ain't got to worry about you robbing us. And when we get, we got to worry about shit. We just having a good time.
I'm broke, baby. I'm broke, baby. It's good over here.
Facts. Like we just said, we don't know how many people got to split this $500 million.
Right.
It sounds like a lot, but boy, once everybody get paid, once again, you might get 10 grand in your account. Now we know how luxurious and how expensive these artists like to live. 10 grand ain't nothing.
10 grand ain't shit.
Ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's not nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
LeBron James is working on a DJ Khaled style album. Did y'all see that?
Like a compilation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't understand why, like, not even just athletes, other people don't do this, haven't done the same thing. Why Samuel L. Jackson ain't got no compilation out?
Nigga, come on.
I'm saying if you're a real music lover, right, and you got the capital to do it,
why not, right?
Why do I got to be DJ Khaled and I ain't producing none of the records to do the shit? Well, if I got producer friends, I got rapper friends. Why can't I make an album if I want to?
Okay. Nobody's saying
if I got the connections and the capital to do it. That's all.
Shaq did it. Shaq did it.
No, but Shaq was rapping though.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about if you didn't do none of that though.
Like, so just like a K Slate album, like a DJ Khaled album, like a compilation album.
See, I don't want to say DJs because I don't want to diss DJs. DJs actually do stuff, and a lot of them do a little bit producing as well. So I'm just talking about somebody that don't have nothing to do with music at all.
So it's just like they hosting the album then, basically.
Yeah, like not exactly. Not like a crew tape or anything like that.
They're hosting the album.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Doing little skits, maybe.
Yeah, like why couldn't you do that? Say if you didn't you're not a rapper, you're not a producer. Why couldn't Flaw do that if he had the money and his friends were rappers and producers?
Well, because you can put together an idea of a super album, but you still got to have the ear. You still got to have the ear. You get too. And if you actually pass it to somebody else to executive produce, then it's not really your album.
Well, right. He would have to be the executive producer.
That's why I said like you're hosting the album then versus. I mean,
but wasn't he the executive producer on something else?
More than the game soundtrack. More than the game soundtrack.
Yeah. So it's not the first time he's done it. He had his own soundtrack to his own documentary movie.
Hey, boy, no, your boy, your guy from the South. 2 Chainz.
He did something else too.
A&R 2 Chainz album. That shit got
2 Chainz, yes.
A&R 2 Chainz album.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's cool. I'm saying that's your man's. I'm saying you could be cool with Rick Ross, Jeezy, Jay, Nas. You can be cool with a bunch of people. You still have to make this sound good.
Yeah. If you're going to produce it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, I ain't going to lie to you. Just because Jay is on fire with his raps and Nas is like 21 again, you can still get all your friends together and it could be trash. Because
I'm just saying though, say if I'm LeBron James.
Yeah.
If I know Hit Boy and I know Nas, I know they make good music together. I don't see why putting them on my album, like it would be whack. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really have to do anything.
But you need 12 more of those. That's what I'm saying.
But with LeBron James and his connections, he can make an album though.
I think this
he
album
know everybody.
I think this album will be successful, yo, because
Like he knows everybody.
James, even though he older, he still got the young connections to the young crowd. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have some records for the older people like us. He gonna have some records for the younger ones.
And be giving him music like before it come out and shit. He be rapping lyrics like and be putting them on Twitter. Like he know all these people. I remember when he was blasting Kendrick album before it came out.
So let me ask
nobody got Kendrick album before it come out, yo.
Let me ask you this. Is it possible for DJ Khaled to put together a horrible body of work? Is it possible?
No.
It's impossible.
No.
He's done it already.
No, he hasn't.
He's done it already.
What was horrible?
The first album was horrible. Listen, the album that is on no streaming sites. Yo, people see that's what I keep saying. People forget about that album.
Wait.
Listen, the good song on that album was the single with Lil Wayne, Paul Wall. It was called "Holla at Me, Baby," and then he had the song with Kiss and Beanie Sigel. When Sigel first came home, Problems. Them was the only two songs on that whole album that was somewhat alright.
Well, hold on though. I guess what I mean though, I'm not talking about stuff that I like personally though.
No,
because I don't like none of his albums personally. I'm talking about like for the masses. I don't think he can drop a dud. That's what I mean.
He did already. The first one was I'm trying to tell you.
I'm talking about now, and that was now? Like now.
Okay, what album he just dropped? What was his last album?
I don't know how much it sold. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think he could drop a dud.
What was his last album?
The last album was the album he was mad.
Mike said that first album that was in 06. That was 15 years ago.
I'm just saying it was a dud, bro. The first one was a dud.
But now he couldn't drop a dud now.
He could. Yes, he can. Why can't he?
Well, I don't know many I don't know. Like people that big don't drop duds.
That's a lie.
Lately?
That's a lie.
In the streaming era? Like nah, I don't know. I can see with like physical duds, like in the streaming era. What's a dud?
Okay. You mean just like shit is just trash all the way around.
Yeah, like I don't see him doing something like that. Not him. Like he would definitely have at least 2 or 3 singles that would be on the radio that people would sing, and that wouldn't be like all trash to me. And I don't even like Khaled like that.
I went back on executive producers, for executive producers. I guess my issue is, can LeBron like to say that LeBron James just because he knows a lot of super friends, but can he put it together? Because his name is on it. It's going to be his name. Like he's going to oversee it. Say you can have all the dope friends you want, but you have to put it together and it has to sound a certain way. He had now maybe because he has the luxury, like I say, the Rick Ross, the Jay-Z, the Nas, the Game, like the South Connect. He might even get a Nip verse. He plays for the Lakers. Like he might get everything that you could actually act for, and it might be a classic. But I just don't want to give him that before he does it, because that's saying. But that's saying that being an exec ain't hard. That's saying that doing what Diddy and them do ain't hard.
It's not hard when you got, like you said, super friends and you got all the connections and shit. But if you trying to make a classic from scratch, bro, that shit is hard. Yeah, like I don't know, like after Diddy, got the ball rolling with Bad Boy, I don't think those albums got hard. I think they got easier as the time goes past. Like I think it just depends on who you are. And then when you say classic though, bro, I don't think these people go. I think if you go into trying to make a classic album, it's not going to be classic. You feel what I'm saying? I'm LeBron James. I can't afford to put out no trash. I'm not saying all right, but if you try to make a classic album, though, you don't know what's classic until it comes out and it drops. Like everybody think they shit is a classic till it drop and it don't be a classic. Like, well, that's what I'm saying. Like executive producers, like if Quincy Jones was to say, "Man, I'm going to put together my expectations is he's going to do just that." You get what I'm saying? Yeah. If Diddy, if Dre, if there's some people to where they go, man, that's why I asked, can Khaled put together a bad album? If Khaled says, I'm going to executive produce this and third, you're going to think highly of it. I get excited. I don't know why Nas won't do it, but Rick Ross has been offering to executive produce a Nas album for years. Yeah, that should sound dope. You can't make sense of none of Nas' actions between
2001 and 2018.
That would be fire, though.
You know how many producers actually probably do want to produce for Nas, and he always picks shit that he ain't supposed to be rapping on.
Let me tell you something. Like Nas is my guy, so I'm gonna get these jokes off. The Lost Tape, right? You know how many Swiss Beats produced records was on the Lost Tape, but he won't put none of those songs on albums? You know how many times he said, man, me and Swiss got wild records. Where are they? By the time they're going to be on the Lost Tape 3, he had with all these guys. Once again, going back, I remember Timberland said he had a song with Nas and Jay, right? Remember when Carter? Never heard it.
Where is that?
Swiss Beats played the song with DMX, Kiss, Nas, and Jay, right? When he battled Just Blaze. Never put it out. We don't want to hear it now. It's not going to sound good in 2021. It's not.
Yeah.
And I heard the reason why that record won't come out is because somebody wants to do their verse over. Of course. You got 4 juggernauts. Somebody.
Who we think want to do their verse over?
Well, I know it's not Kiss. Kiss can bring the bar. Kiss might have wrote a rap in 97 and it'll sound good now. It got to be.
Name the artist again.
Jay, Nas, X, and Kiss.
Jay
might want to do his shit over.
Because he's more calculated now. Like, depending on what he said, he might not want to say that no more.
Yeah, I don't think X care what he said. I think X think he's the best rapper.
Yeah, I think X think the first rhyme he wrote when he was 13 is the hottest shit anybody's ever heard before. That's just how he is, yo.
Yeah, that's how X is.
That's how a lot of rappers are, but X is definitely like that.
That's how you should be. I think there are rappers who like, nah, let me get that shit over, man. I don't think.
I want to address what Roland said. He said, "Are they doing it for free?" I don't think money should be even discussed when we talk about with the people that we're talking about, though. This is LeBron James. I don't think money, like whether they're his friends or not, they'll get paid. Like he ain't gonna be paying them. Like, other companies will be paying them. Like I don't think payment will have to be like a problem.
It's out the way it worked out because if LeBron James took this personally and said, I'm about to pay these guys, he's in for a loss because we're talking about we're in the streaming service. You get what I'm saying? So I understand that you want to make an album. This is one of your goals. This is one of your dreams, but you still have to go through a label and you still have to do it the same exact way.
I don't know.
Well, it's LeBron though, bro.
Not.
It's LeBron, bro. It's different because he got the money to. He
has the capital to do everything himself.
That's what I'm saying. If he wants to do this himself, he can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to hear the quality of the music though. That's what I'm more concerned about.
That's what I was saying before. If you have the capital to do everything yourself, I do not see why more people don't do it.
Well, because rich people don't spend their own money. They just don't.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yes, his money is in his back pocket, but the goal is to not spend your own money. You always have to spend somebody else's.
At what point do you be like, fuck it?
No, because in the music industry, just like we just described, you're in for a loss, buddy. You're not going to get. I don't care.
Not if he. What if he just want to do it just to do it? Just say fuck it. I'll spend this 3, 4, 5 million just to put this album out. I mean,
all right.
It's LeBron James, bro.
I can see him doing something like that.
It's LeBron James.
I don't know what it's like to have 5
Me
million.
neither. Me neither. Not yet. Not yet.
Hard, so it's hard for me to have that conversation. But if LeBron James says, "Man, I got 5 million, man, drop a classic."
Like you gotta think about this though. Depending on how much you love music, if you have like $750 million in the bank, you'll spend 5 on an album you want to do yourself. Think about it.
I'm not gonna lie.
You wouldn't? Because I would.
No,
I definitely would.
And if I had, well, first off, LeBron James he's the 5th or 6th athlete to gross $1 billion as an athlete. So
yeah, so like, what is this album? Like, he'd be like, okay, let's get it going.
Yes, if I did have wild bread in the bank, I would be doing some dumb shit. Like, listen, fam,
yes.
I don't understand why people don't realize that though. Like,
listen,
like I'm glad you said that. That's actually like just being honest. Like,
facts.
We all would.
Listen, an escort almost.
We buy stupid shit now, and I'm broke. Like I buy stuff that ain't supposed to be buying.
Flaw, what you say?
I said an escort almost got me Friday because I had some extra ones. So,
see, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So imagine if you were rich.
Imagine if I was rich.
Life will be a problem.
Life would definitely be a problem.
Life would be a huge problem with you. We would never see you. You would not be potting no more.
You will not be potting ever, bitch.
Like, think about this. If any of us was rich, you wouldn't be potting.
Let me tell you.
I might be potting. I ain't gonna hold you.
Every day. Like, I'll be potting every day in my drawers chilling. Like,
I might still
just be like, yeah, let's go live, niggas.
for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
I would still pot, but I'll be honest with you fellas. If I had $1 billion, I would be a trick. I would. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Most men would.
Most billionaires would, bro.
Hold on. I would go as far as saying not only most men would, most billionaires probably are.
They are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They are. You look into your account. Yes, I got a few grand for, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you how she almost got me though.
You looked at her. That's all it takes. What are you talking about? Talk about how she got me. I know how she got you, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? We're men.
Oh shit.
We're men. I know how she got you.
Sent me the infamous IG friend.
Oh.
It's high.
Ooh.
Sent me the inbox high. Fellas, no bullshit. First, my reply was, what are you selling? No woman just jumps in your joint, fam. I have not experienced that. You're not. So what are you selling? She like, well, it depends on what you're trying to buy. I'm like, okay, so what you got going on? And she just broke it down to me what she was. Sent me some pictures. I said, oh, it's nice.
Nigga said, oh. And you heard the softness in this nigga tone.
The sigh just got me. Oh.
He said, oh.
It was heartfelt just now.
Like he just been through a muffin. He said, oh.
Listen,
oh, shit.
The pictures were so nice. It was like, I'm paying whatever it is you're asking.
Damn.
So I'm like, how does this work? She's like, I'll host you or you host me. I said, well, you host me. How much is it? She was like $100 for an hour. And I guess it kept going up. I said, okay, cool. So I'm always thinking everything's a setup. That's just me. That me thinking everything's a setup has stopped me from achieving some things and has saved my life. I'm gonna say it's the best of both worlds. Like there's some things I just won't do because it seems too good to be true. So I'm looking at the phones. I'm like, okay, Instagram got the video joint, right? No. She says, send me half. I said, well, how do you get the half? She said, Cash App. So she wants half up front, right?
Okay.
Nope. I'm looking on IG and I can see that there's a camera option at the top. I've video chatted with plenty of people via IG, so it works. So I'm like, listen, I need to at least see who you is, fam. I don't know who I'm about to send this 50 bones to. Like, you're not like catch me slipping. Like, I don't know what you look like. Like, you sent me some pictures. Like, you sent me some.
I love this podcast, yo. I love it, yo.
Listen, you sent me some pictures, but I don't know if that's really you. Let's just video chat real quick. If it's you, I'm cash apping you and we meeting at your spot and we getting busy.
I love it.
She was like, well, it doesn't work that way. This, that, and the third. I said, oh, okay, peace out. I'm out. Because you're not gonna get the kid. I'm not about to just cash app some random person $50 and you can't FaceTime me and we got phones. Like, nah, bro, it don't work that way. Maybe I would have did it, maybe I wouldn't have did it, but like I say, I'm
that's really the end of the story.
That's the end of the story. Because my thing was a long time ago in mine, and this is always stuck in the back of my head. A friend of mine, we was real young. Mm-hmm. She had got this gig to where she would be an escort. And they would and she would bring the dude to the hotel and her guy would be out waiting and they would come in and rob him. Ever since I heard that story.
I seen all mad type of setup.
Yo, listen, free Max B. I mean, because that's how my boy Max got caught up in this.
Yeah,
set up. Yeah, they said he was the ringleader of the whole shit. He conspired the whole shit.
Yeah, so he set niggas up with hoes and shit.
Yeah, listen, allegedly, bro. Allegedly. Do we not? I mean,
free to win.
That's why he went to jail for them 75 because they said he was the conspirator or the whole that whole shit.
They tried to get him on like a kidnapping and shit too, though.
Yeah, they said, bro, with them conspiracy charges is deep, bro, because you get more time for conspiring than you do for actually killing a motherfucker, yo. Right. So he got 75 years for setting it up, and the motherfucker who actually killed them got like 20 years.
Damn.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's wild. That's wild.
Ain't that a bitch? So that's another reason why I scream it every time. Because that's crazy.
Ever
continue on how you was almost broke the law.
yeah. Ever since like then though, I've been like, no, you're not going to catch me slipping, fam. First
of all, I got so many questions, yo. Number one.
Wait a minute. Okay, you go first. I got something too.
Why we ain't had this conversation off screen, bro? Like, this is wild, bro. Like,
I like to be transparent with the listeners and also let them know that this bullshit I did don't fall for it. And first off, who don't trick? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, every man trick.
All right, so ain't no shame in my game. That person hit me up. I ain't go to the back of the
so
magazine.
Was she local?
She was, right in Ewing, allegedly.
Wait a minute, she on IG?
Yeah.
We'll talk later. This is weird because I might know this bitch. Like, I don't like this.
You know, I think she's fake. I think it was a scam. The scam.
I need to see what she look like.
No.
Because the only reason I say that is because you got to know what our area is small as hell. Like,
but I'm saying the person that's just isn't them. I'm saying this is some random wanting 50, like half, and then they get you, and then they skate. Like they're not
got you.
Meet you. To me, there was never no escort. It was just, hey, you got to send me half, and then we can set it up.
Scam it. So they scam you out of 50.
Yeah.
They scam a whole bunch of niggas out of 50.
That's the thirstiest of the thirst. If you sending that 50 though, you just don't care about yourself at all. Like
that's what I'm saying.
You sending that 50 and you ain't even see, or bitch, you crazy. You just going off a picture like, all right, where you at?
That's what I'm saying.
Like she ain't had no OnlyFans or nothing. Like
nothing.
She just got an IG page.
Bitch made a random IG page.
Did she have posts? Oh, you got to put that in the group chat. We gonna talk about this after. You talk about this after the pod.
Yo, my boy.
I got so many jokes off this.
My boy Flaw be going through the craziest shit, man. He be having the craziest escapades,
I'm telling you do not want to be single in 2021.
Bro.
I know everybody, like all the single niggas, right? Be talking about, y'all gotta fuck the same person for the rest of your life and all this and all that.
I hear all that shit.
Deal with a nagging wife and all that.
I hear all that.
Y'all lives are horrible. Nigga.
Yeah.
Y'all suck. Like the life of a single man stinks. I do not want any parts of it ever. I'm good. I'm good.
Listen, I understand like the beauty of actually being in a relationship, especially in these times.
And these niggas got to pay for strange pussy. They don't get no home cooked meals.
Yo,
like life is hard for y'all niggas, man.
The longest of time, bro. When I first moved back to Trenton, you know what I'm saying? I had broke up with my lady. We was together for like 4 or 5 years. And I spent like the next 6 years single, bro. You know what I'm saying? Till I met my lady. And it was hard, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It was cool at first. But bitch, after them first 2-3 years, bro, it got real hard, bro. Especially my circle at that time, they all had, women that they were in relationships with. I was the only one out. You know what I'm saying? I was the odd man out every time. I couldn't go places with them. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody clicked up.
That's why I said life is horrible, because you can't have married friends.
Bro, it was so
you gotta have
horrible,
single friends and shit, bro, just to do what you gotta do.
Bro, I come by the crib and I come by and they got couples night at the house.
You gotta leave.
And I gotta go. Oh snap! All right, my boy. I ain't mean to disturb y'all. Like,
couples night, though. I remember we did that before, and couple nights.
Like, see, now we try to get like the triple days going. Niggas can't invite Flaw.
Me or Jay. We can't.
Or Jay.
Well, hold on. Jay wasn't invited anyway.
I'm not inviting Jay anyway.
Niggas wasn't inviting Jay.
What's inviting Jay?
For one, he ain't gonna show up. And if he did show up, it'll be like after the appetizers and shit.
Like, he's gonna be like, we gonna be getting our entree. He gonna be like, oh yo, it's today Sunday.
Oh, it's today?
It's today.
Damn, yo, I forgot. Matter of fact, I don't even got no girl today, y'all. I forgot. Like Jay, you ain't got no date and you ain't coming?
Hey yo, when a nigga say, "Oh, today is the day," and it's been
today?
It's been like 13 hours in the day.
Today.
Nigga, it's 3 p.m. And after
he like it's like 13 hours in the day. You
like nigga, did you wake up under a rock?
Wait a minute, today, but
yo. Well, how do you not know what the day is, yo?
Oh man!
And not only not know the day, don't know what time either. Like you don't know nothing.
I think at one time
you don't know nothing.
7 o'clock. Like yo, it's 7 o'clock.
Yes, nigga.
Yo,
Look at your phone.
that's the funniest
It's 7:00. Yes.
We got classic moments, man.
already.
Shit.
Hey, man.
86 Eps in, bro. This shit fun as 86
Yeah.
Eps in, bro. Damn.
I just remember, 80, maybe close to 100. I just remember there's some things that we could touch on before we get up out of here. Make sure y'all send me your records, man. But there's a few things that we've been missing, man. We can make it quick or we can take our time with them, man. Nicki Minaj, father was murdered, I believe, correct?
Hit and run or something, right? Yeah.
Hit and run.
Yeah.
I had the article, but I don't got it up no more. I forgot where it was at, but I think might have been Staten Island, Long Island, one of the islands.
Yeah, I mean that sucks because Nicki Minaj is another one of those figures to where no matter when you see them, it's not being taken seriously. Like I remember one post, one article, they was talking about how her father passed, but the picture that they used of Nicki was like her talking, like her on the stage, wagging her fingers, like
Word?
not capturing her, not saying that there's photos of Nicki weeping over her father. At the end of the day, we've seen Minaj present herself
better than that.
Better than that. And at the end of the day,
you know, Nicki can take nice pictures. It's nice pictures of Nicki all around the internet.
Nicki Minaj
everywhere.
does take nice pictures, but Nicki Minaj is one of those characters that no matter what they do, they're gonna just go after you. Even in trying to pay respects, they just can't, be serious with it, man. So rest in peace to Nicki Minaj's father. I don't know his name. Sorry.
I just hate that every time. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Nicki anyway. Her music.
Right.
I like her though. I like her attitude and the way she goes about certain things, not everything, obviously. Especially when it comes to like her fan base and stuff like that. But I just hate the fact that every time we talk about her now, it's negative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we haven't said anything positive about Nicki. Not us, like us on the podcast, but like in general, like every time she's in the news now,
it's about some bullshit.
Yeah, it's about some either bullshit or heartache or like when it comes to her brother, her fiance, now husband, what he used to do and everything, man. Like, that's crazy. Like, she just had a baby. Nobody really talked about her actually being pregnant and having a child.
Except us, we did.
Yeah, except us, but I'm talking about in general. Like, it's just all tragedy when it comes to Nicki now.
We've never seen nothing like that except for Beyonce, right? Like in the middle of your reign, or your prime, like, I'm gonna have a baby. Like, women artists don't necessarily do that, right?
Right, in the prime.
Like, who else would be like?
I would argue that Nicki was a little past her prime.
Lauryn Hill did, didn't she? Lauryn Hill did it.
Lauryn Hill just stopped though. Lauryn Hill,
she just stopped though.
Yeah, but she had kids though, right? She had kids, right?
Nah, I think she stopped. She stopped before she started having kids though.
I remember she was pregnant during the Doo-Wop video. She was pregnant.
Yeah, and she had the song Zion. Like, her kids was already born though. Zion was already born.
Zion was here, yeah.
So Zion, the song Zion was on the album. So Zion was already here. I don't know about her other kids. She might have been pregnant again though, because she had, she got like 5, right? Something like that.
Yeah,
a lot.
We also talked about how it was just the pressure of that album, and she also backpedaled and said she just wasn't given the opportunity to create another album, whatever that means. So
I doubt that.
I don't know.
Yeah, that she say that because she tried to say she produced it the first time and got caught. So
yeah, she did.
Niggas is not going to give you another another shot to do that again.
So, all right. So Nicki Minaj, bro, like, honestly, is she going to ever be relevant in music again, or is just the celebrity of Nicki Minaj is what's going to keep her relevant?
If her and the girls team up, like something's fresh. Like, we don't need you
because it ain't no Young Money no more. Young Money's over.
But listen, we don't need you to come back on your bully shit. I think if she came back, was like, yo, me, Cardi, Nicki, and the ladies get together, I think it'll breathe a different type of energy. You get what I'm saying?
21 ladies night type shit.
Yeah, it's like something different.
I don't know if I want to see that though. I think it's almost like, I think she's either said or done so much stupid shit when it come to that. Like, she doing it for what, to save face? Like, it's kind of weird now.
Or is her run over and this guy acknowledged her?
I think it's over.
The best ever. Like,
she's
one of the best ever.
I think it's over.
allegedly we're going to get a Little Kim versus Foxy. Why are they doing it? I just think that sometimes you just
it's for the culture. That's for the culture, bro.
That's for the culture. I don't put her with them.
That's
just
what I'm saying.
Of the age. Like
if Nicki came back and got with the ladies, it'd be for the culture. It'd be for women.
It'd have to be years from now, though. Like I don't see it right now because nobody wants to hear it now.
Really, you think? I think that would.
Yo, my girl hates Nicki Minaj right now, bro. She says she don't rap the same. She sounds stupid in her raps every time, and that's not the first time I heard a female say that.
Unless you like a Barb, like you really into Nicki Minaj like that. I know most of the people that used to like her don't like her.
My daughter don't like Nicki no more. Shout out to my daughter, bro. It's your birthday today. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, happy birthday!
Oh, shout out, yes.
My daughter and my father's birthday was yesterday, so yes.
Yeah, shout out to the whole bunch of family birthdays, man.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to your daughter.
Yeah.
Y'all know how I feel about when artists are like 4 or 5 albums in, man. Like they got nothing to write about. I don't think Nicki's trash. I don't think none of these artists are trash when they run out of shit. I'm touring. I'm doing American Idol. I'm living my life and I'm making fuck music.
I get that, bro. I get that, but it's a select few of artists, not just in hip hop, but just in music. Period. That has that longevity where they can just make album after album after album. You know, she's just not one of them people. She don't got the Young Money stamp no more. She's the exception to it. She can't rap about nothing no more that we haven't heard already, except being a mom. And I don't think her fans want to hear that shit. Because
hip hop is trash in that aspect that she can't make an album about her husband and her baby because that's her life. What's she going to rap about? In music and in rap, you can't rap about how in love you are. You know what I'm saying? You got to do a 4-4-4 and talk about the opposite. Now, imagine if Jen an entire album about how much he loves Beyonce.
But they did though, the Carter's album, and that shit ain't. I don't even know if that went platinum or not. I don't know what that did.
I'm not saying that album was about how much he loved it. That was just them.
It was about them being that was their reconciliation album.
Yeah, that was them. It was like a family album. Like we the shit. Like you can't fuck with us.
Right. Lemonade, 444,
and then that album. Yeah,
made sense.
Yeah,
of course it did. Yeah, but at the end of the day, if you Nicki Minaj, no, you can't rap about the married life and your daughter. Now, what do I rap about? I don't know. I got nothing to rap about.
Wait, but she had to rap about that though.
She had a 9-10 year run though. What more do we want from her, bro? Like it's in regards to female rap though. I mean, I don't want to say it like that, but
only thing, you asked, could she come back? I'm just saying, yes, she could if she went this direction. Should she? No. I think she's got enough money. Once you see where the game is going, I don't think Nicki likes where the game is going. Like, we didn't talk about the Cardi B single about how she might have stole it, might not have stole it.
Heard that.
Nicki is from the era of writing her own shit. She don't
is like she?
Games.
Is she?
Yeah. Nicki write her own stuff, yo.
Nicki write her
own stuff. Because I was in Safari in the beginning.
Safari might. Well, first off,
Safari. I mean, and then
them bars.
Listen. This is what I was. Listen, I heard this from ladies, bro. The ladies was telling me this. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning of her career, when she was hot on Young Money, when she was with Safari, her music was dope. Soon as they broke up, her music started to go down, bro. Even with the Young Money stamp. This is what I'm here from the ladies. I don't care because I never listened to her albums. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not saying
Pink Friday.
I can't give Safari credit for that. Can't.
Yeah,
because I've heard his own music.
Right, that's what I was about to get at.
All right, yeah, we was throwing batteries at him in the Rucker or some shit.
That nigga trash.
I mean, I remember that. I'm just saying,
you can't get batteries thrown at you and then be claiming like you ghost wrote for platinum albums and shit.
I'm saying, you know, maybe he has a talent for writing women's lyrics instead of men's lyrics.
True,
you don't know that.
Could be.
I'm not saying it never happened, bro. I can't.
Or
you know, lying.
We got to stop giving people too much credit when you hear my bars and you say, "Hey, switch this, switch that," because that's probably all he did. He was there while she wrote it and was like, "Yo, maybe you should take this out and put this in."
But hold on though. To Nicki's credit, when she got on, she was obviously on. But after when Monster came out, obviously, she wrote that verse.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
she wrote that. Like they said, she wrote it, and that's
everybody
the verse
who I heard in the studio said she wrote that.
Yeah, like she wrote that verse. So that's the verse that made her blow up like that. So I gotta give her credit for writing her own shit.
I might be bugging, but I compare this to the G Unit run. What people don't realize is when the Hustlers became the Fiends, A lot of the stuff that G Unit was rapping about didn't make sense because now your favorite rappers are junkies now. So sometimes the hustlers
rap music changed.
G-Unit fell off way before that happened, though, bro.
I'm saying Lloyd Banks could look at that and be like, man, I don't want to. Like DMX said it on Drink Champs. He was like, when shit wasn't what it was, I fell out of love with the game because you're seeing how fake people can be. I
blame the niggas who made Jerk. Remember that song Jerk? You a Jerk?
Yeah.
I blame them because it started from there. From then on, for me, shit went downhill.
Rap started getting happy.
Now look how the game was going, and then you got these guys over here worrying about lyrics. Like once
Laffy Taffy came out, like
once you look and see where the game is going, you sit back, you be like, yo, I don't love this shit no more. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that they weren't, but you could still be like, damn, this where the game going? I don't want no parts of it. And so I'd be where Nicki is like, yo, y'all women, y'all taking what's this called when somebody writes the whole song?
Like a reference?
A reference track.
Taking reference tracks? Like we didn't do that. And I can see Nicki like, nah, I don't want it. I made my money. So
I think
that she did.
I think she just kind of fell off, and that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
I don't think she left the game. I think the game left her.
I think
because she was still putting out music and people didn't give a fuck.
Megatron, a lot of people ain't fuck with that. Like Megatron.
It didn't hit the same.
The last hit she had was what, Anaconda?
Yeah, I think she.
No.
I think
that Beyonce song. Did she have a song with B?
Yeah, I forgot what it was called because I remember the video. They had like basketball jerseys on and shit. But I think it was what Ant said. Everybody got a run. I don't know why people can't think that Nicki's run is over. Like her run was long as hell too. Like,
she had a main run.
Yeah, her longest was probably the best run of any female in hip hop history.
Look at us.
I would say that's a fact though.
Like she had to have sold the most.
I mean, I'm just looking back at all them BET awards when she won them awards against people like who wasn't even really rapping. I think they nominated Jackie O like 2 years and she wasn't even rapping, bro.
Yeah, like, she was going up against people that,
you know what I'm saying? Like they had to bring people out just to, give her this award type shit. She was doing too much.
Remember, being who she is made her a judge on like American Idol. Like, how does that happen when you're not a singer?
She wore them dresses, didn't she?
Oh. Yes. Critiquing songs, critiquing notes and shit.
For me, man, I always thought Nicki was pretty, man. I just never liked her body. It looked unproportionate. It just looked weird.
Well, back then,
unproportionate.
Back then, when you wore a dress, you couldn't tell how skinny the legs are. So yeah, it depends on what she did. But when she put on a dress and you couldn't tell that she was fucked up.
She's very pretty, bro. She's very, very pretty.
So you trying to say she looked better with clothes on?
I don't like how her body looks. Like, when she was in that last Friday, what was not Friday, Barbershop Part 3.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like how she looked in her jeans and
whoever the doctor is today, I think he's doing a job of portioning things right because we don't see them ant legs no more. But Nicki Minaj from the ant leg era, y'all know she.
They put fat in the calves too.
They doing something
because it still works correctly, bro.
It's been getting like the asses have gotten better over the years.
Work is still getting done. It's only as bad as the Nicki era. I'm just saying.
Yeah. She got it like it was new to the game. Like she got one of the first. She got one of the first models.
Nicki crawled, so the rest of y'all can walk.
Yep.
Let's get into these music, man. Let's get into these songs, fam.
All right, man. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube chat, man. Like, subscribe, hit the likes. Shout out to Roland.
Happy 20th birthday to my daughter. She's 20 years old. I know I don't look like I got a 20-year-old, but my baby is 20 today. So shout out to her. She living her best life. And
you started off young as hell.
Nigga. Yeah.
Talk about Papa was a Rolling Stone. Remember we was talking about like men and shit? Ain't no mama's quotes like that.
Listen, Papa was a Rolling Stone, but not this Papa. You know what I'm saying? Us men get a bad rap. I've been in all my daughter years, all 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never went nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I just talked to her right before the pod. I mean, she good,
Nice.
Still here, man.
All right, man. We about to end the stream. We holla at y'all. Play these songs. Catch us on the audio.